Bees, you must be delighted with that to come away from your longest away trip of the year with a 4-1 win.
Yeah, delighted with the result. Not so delighted with the performance. We just spoke in there. I think at times we were sloppy, times out of possession we weren't good enough. And on another day, they probably caused us more problems, and we had to thank Dan at 1-0 up who saves a pen. That keeps them out, and as we said that, look at the end of the result, 4-1, you come away in this league and win 4-1 away from home. As you say, the longest journey is a great result, but that's not. We've got to be better. We need to be better. We need to keep pushing, but we need to be better than we were today.
For the first 20-25 minutes, though, you've had some slow starts on the road this season, but you really took the game to them and dominated that first period.
Yeah, we spoke about that this week. About last time we did a long journey, we were 2-0 down. The game was, a mountain to climb at Banbury, so it was important that we started the game better today, and I think we did that. And again, I said to the lads at half time, if we're a bit more ruthless and a bit more, aggressive in the box or in the final third, then we probably get 2 up. But the start was much better, and we were pleased with that.
We were saying on commentary literally just before the goal, you was getting to a point in that first half where you'd have been disappointed not to be 1-0 up, such was the dominance that you had.
Definitely, yeah. Obviously we went 1-0 up, and then to be fair to them, they come back into it and they move the ball well, and I like the way they play. I think they move the ball quickly, they rotate, and they cause you problems, and they did. And for the last sort of 15 minutes of the first half, they caused a lot of problems. And although it wasn't a pen, if that's a pen, everything's going to be a pen, and that's what they've got to be careful about. Officials, she said, well, his momentum, Dan come out, if you don't see it, Dan's come out to make a save, and his momentum took him into a play. Well, everything will be a penalty then. But he saved it, didn't he? So fair play to him.
And more importantly as well, after what happened last week, was Mitch Duggan was there for the rebound to sweep things up, which I suppose is another sign of the players reacting to what's happened before.
Was, again, we're constantly working on things, we're constantly using analysis to go over stuff, and someone like Mitch, he does listen and he understands the difference, and we were all there, to be fair. There wasn't just him, and he makes the save. We've got to make sure we get the second phase.
Was there a little bit in that second half that you weren't too sure what to do with the game, because they weren't really threatening a great deal, but then at the same time there wasn't much happening in the game at 1-0, and it was a bit like, well, do you settle with what you got, or do you go for the kill and get a few more? Was there a bit of that?
It was important that we said at half time the next 15 minutes are really important, that we keep our shape better, and then they'll have to take chances if we're still winning. So we're hoping that we could then get them on the counter-attack, which we did, to be fair, and then we were ruthless on the counter-attack, and that's something that was really pleasing today.
You made a positive move in your team selection as well, obviously with Andy White being suspended, and you brought Josh in from the start, and we thought Matt Grosty in that free role in the 10, certainly in the first half, got around the pitch really well and looked dangerous. Was you encouraged by that as well? Because I think we had a game the other week where you played 6 defenders in the team through necessity and anything else. Were you pleased that you were able to maybe be a bit more attacking in your selection?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's away from home. We don't have to come here and we don't have to entertain. We need to stay in the game, and that's what we've learned this season. We've gone away from home and we've been sort of mountain to climbs in games. So we're learning as we go in this league, and that's something that we've got to make sure that we're not behind all the time and get ourselves a foothold in games. We speak about it all the time, and today we give ourselves a foothold, a good start and a goal. So that helped. And then, as you say, Matty, he understands the game. For a young lad, he's very intelligent, and we all know how good he is. He's had a knock, and we've picked him back up, and we here is an environment he likes, and we'll get the best out of him. And as the season goes on, he'll get better and better.
And we saw Josh, especially in the first half, the centre half wasn't fancying it with him at all, and of course he got the goal as well, which of course is always important for a striker.
Yeah, he's been chomping at the bit, Josh, and he's been seeing it in training. You can see it with him, and made up, he got his goal. Again, got to be careful with him because he was out 14 weeks in the end. This is his first start today, and it was good for us to be able to get him off at 3-0, and we've got another really tough game Tuesday, and we've got to be ready for it. So we've got a small squad, as we all know, and it was important that we got people off today when we could.
Connor Woods as well, scoring twice, 2 very good finishes, left foot, right foot as well. He's maybe not had the goals his efforts have deserved this season, but it's a pleasing return to form for him today. Yeah,
and he wasn't happy coming off with two, and I don't blame him, because as I took him off at 4, if I was in his shoes, I wouldn't be happy. So that's the hunger in him, and he was absolutely on fire on Thursday, and he was scoring goals for fun in training, and we said to him today that he'd score today, and he looked with constant threat, didn't he? And when he gets in and he's in the right channel, he always back him to score like he did. And to be fair to him for the third goal, he's great bit of composure just to roll across the goal.
Do you think something sort of clicked in him then? Obviously, like you said, he was really good in training on Thursday. Do you think it's the fact that he's maybe out there more in that sort of right hand side now, which is his best position? Do you think?
I think sometimes forwards, as being a forward myself, you worry too much about scoring goals and you become obsessed rather than just relaxing and playing. And naturally, the way he plays, he will get chances, and that's what happened today. And the way he plays and does a great job for us, and he will get chances, and it's up to him to score. Obviously, he's missed some great chances, and they're probably, in the back of his mind, he was a bit disappointed. But we know what we'll get from O'Connor. We invested in him. He'll get better. He's another one who'll get better and better as the team gets better and better.
Back-to-back home games now. Do you see this as sort of a chance to really kick on? Although, as you said, no game's easy at this level, and Farsley will be tough opposition again.
I don't really see. We've just got to look at each game because we've got such a small squad. We've got a few niggles from today. We've just got to look at each game. It's tough for us when our squad to have a 3-game week, but we've got to face it head on, and we will. So we've got to be ready. The first part of it is good because we come away, and as you say, the longest journey, and to get 3 points is great. So we've got to make sure the lads are ready, do what they've got to do this week, Sunday, Monday, and be ready for Tuesday.